Hello, there we go. Hello. Had it wrong. Sorry about that. We got it now. Let's see here. Eyes are hurting a little bit. Been having a lot of trouble out my eyes, bros, and Now, anywho, let's go back to playing this stuff. This is sad shit right there, bro. Very sad. Can't get it to working for me. Don't know why, but I can't. We're just honestly don't know. It won't tote up, bro. I'll tell you that. Sure it won't. Having big troubles with it out there. Okay. Let me see here, bro.
Live long and prosper.
Well, I'd like to know why.
We are the Borg. Existence as you know it is over. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Resistance is futile.
Okay. I tell you, bros, we living in a time that we just, I don't know what you could call it, bros. It's not good, I know that. We can call it that, not good. Absolutely call it not good. But, I want you to listen to this thing Tim Allen did here. It's something. Should wake you up, bro.
You can't even go back and talk about the book he wrote.
Yeah.
You know, and then what I got to do sometimes is explain, which I hate in big arenas, that this is a thought I do not like it. But when I use these words, this is my intent behind those words. So as long as you understand my intent, I still get people, but just don't say it. And I said, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but they take it out of context and put it on Twitter or put it on Facebook.
I'm surprised they haven't.
Hollywood's favorite anti-woke comedian is back at it again, causing outrage with a single tweet that's got everyone talking. For years, he's made it clear he's not here to toe Hollywood's woke line, and he's certainly not going to apologize for asking questions that woke Hollywood doesn't like. So what happens when this award-winning comedian and actor decides to take on the woke machine? If you've been online at all, you know Tim Allen isn't one to keep his opinions quiet. He's the guy who'll tweet something outrageous, lean back, and watch the woke crowd lose their minds. It's not his first rodeo, and it probably won't be his last. His last tweet, this one hit a nerve like no other. This was immediate and explosive. This one tweet had Twitter mobs going berserk. They just couldn't handle that Tim dared to call them out. People were scrambling to blast him for crossing the line. But let's face it, Tim Allen isn't about to let the woke dictate what he can and can't say. And honestly, that's why he's been such a thorn in Hollywood's side for so long.
Because of, saying a word. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of unbelievable.
It's actually disturbing on a fundamental level. It's gotten to the point where literally there's part of me, a deep part of me, that just, F it, bring it on. If you want to catch me, go ahead.
But that's not the only thing driving woke Hollywood mad. Tim's been poking the bear for years, and he's become an expert at it. Take his Disney trip, for example. While enjoying a day at Disneyland, he shared an anecdote that made everyone do a double take. Tim overheard a 13-year-old kid wondering if he was pansexual because he likes skillets. Classic Tim. He couldn't help but share this moment online, poking fun at how the language of identity has become so exaggerated. And as expected, the backlash was swift. Suddenly, the woke crowd was accusing him of insensitivity and bullying. Here's the reality. Hollywood hates Tim Allen because he's not afraid to ask the questions they'd rather ignore.
You know, starting in '75, do you still enjoy stand-up, my friend, as much as you did in the early days?
There's moments that it's more. It reminds me of my anarchist background.
And they've tried everything to cancel him, from social media outrage to pulling him off the screen. But guess what? Tim doesn't play by Hollywood's rules. Let's rewind a bit to ABC's cancellation of Last Man Standing. In case you didn't know, Last Man Standing is one of ABC's top-rated shows.
Let's talk about Last Man Standing. Congrats on this.
No, thanks very much.
I watched it when it was on ABC,
right.
And then all of a sudden it wasn't on ABC.
Tell us the 300 of the crew and everybody the same thing. We're all going, this is the best show we've ever been on. What? We're off the air. We all thought we were at the top of their game at ABC. Who knows how networks work? I don't know, but it was dropped.
It was second only to Modern Family, yet they dropped it like a hot potato. Why? Because Tim Allen dared to portray a likable conservative on mainstream TV.
Right, and I don't like gum in there too, but all right, when we're driving around, what do other people do when they see us?
They do this.
You know why they do that? This truck is older than you. It's a classic. People realize it's a classic. And you're a classic too.
How flattering. I'm an old truck.
And in Hollywood, that's a big no-no. As Tim himself put it, there's nothing more dangerous, especially in this climate, than a funny, likable conservative.
I was invited by, we did a VIP thing for the vets and went to the Veterans Ball, and so I went to go see the Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, I went to the inauguration.
I'm not attacking you.
You're getting this down. I'm not kidding. You got to be real careful around here. You know, you get beat up. If you don't believe what everybody believes, this is like 30s Germany. I don't know what happened. If you're not part of the group.
They didn't even try to hide it. Tim's politics were clearly the problem, but he didn't back down. Instead, he called it out. But here's where it gets interesting. ABC might have canceled him, but Fox stepped in to pick up Last Man Standing and keep it running. So while ABC tried to make an example out of Tim, he ended up with a fresh platform to reach his audience. And it doesn't end there. Then there's Tim's new show, The Santa Clauses, on Disney+. The very fact that Disney brought him back shows they know Tim Allen isn't going anywhere. They might try to censor him, but they also know he's got a loyal fan base that Hollywood can't ignore. Now, here's where things really heat up. In The Santa Clauses, Tim's character makes a small joke, saying, "Merry Christmas to all." Oh wait, I forgot that saying Merry Christmas is suddenly problematic. More outrage. A single joke about Merry Christmas was enough to send the woke Twitterverse into a meltdown. Some called it offensive. Others said it was politically divisive. But let's be real, it's the Santa Clauses. A joke about Christmas should be the least surprising thing in a Christmas show. But no, to the woke crowd, this was a massive red flag. Podcaster and filmmaker Scott Weinberg was among the first to light the fire on Twitter. He shared the line with an outraged, "Merry Christmas to all" has suddenly become problematic post, and the internet went wild. The comments started flooding in, with people tearing into Tim Allen for, wait for it, bringing right-wing politics into Christmas. One commenter even threw out the idea that Tim's Santa character must be a MAGA supporter. It's almost funny. A joke about Christmas in a Christmas series had the entire woke crowd losing sleep. Because to them, Tim Allen isn't just a comedian. He's a problem that needs to be canceled. And yet, no matter how hard they try, he keeps coming back. He's like Hollywood's worst nightmare, the conservative comedian who just won't go away. But here's the real thing. Tim Allen doesn't just face backlash from Twitter mobs. The entire Hollywood system is set up to silence voices like his. In his words, the thought police are everywhere. He's talked about how political correctness has reshaped comedy, making it nearly impossible for comedians to take risks. He's not afraid to share how this affects him either. He's explained that he's had to tweak his own material, adjusting his jokes so that they won't get him canceled by today's ultra-sensitive standards. Tim came up in comedy inspired by legends like Richard Pryor and Lenny Bruce, comedians who pushed boundaries, who weren't afraid to make people uncomfortable. But now every joke is dissected, every word analyzed. And for comedians like Tim, it's a nightmare. He once joked on The View that he'd probably get canceled just for using words he heard from his own parents.
I'm surprised they haven't, because I do use some provocative words, but I tell them it's words I really got from my parents. You know, they said this stuff, and we talked about it. I can't even say it here. I can't even point to it.
Yeah.
It is an alarming thing for comedians. But my act has really been about family and kids and growing up anyway. But I would just say, I do some stuff. The women in my life, whatever political party it is, always they hated the government. Who's going to pay for it?
Yeah.
They always argued about that over vodka.
That's how far we've come. But Tim isn't the type to back down. On the contrary, he's doubled down. He's publicly said he doesn't want to live in fear of being canceled. In fact, he'd rather face the backlash than sacrifice his integrity. And it's that defiant attitude that has kept him in Hollywood, no matter how hard they try to get rid of him. And here's the thing. Tim Allen has become the poster child for anti-cancel culture. Every time the woke crowd tries to cancel him, he gets another job, another role, and fans who appreciate his refusal to cave. He's managed to create a career that stands in defiance of Hollywood's approved narrative. They might hate him for it, but they can't ignore him. The best part? Tim Allen isn't even fazed by their attempts to cancel him. While Twitter mobs rant and rave, he keeps moving forward. When Last Man Standing got the boot from ABC, Fox took it up in a heartbeat. When Disney tried to replace him by bringing in Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear, it didn't make a dent in his career. And now he's back on Disney Plus with the Santa Clauses, delivering lines that he knows will send Twitter into a tailspin. And let's not forget his stance on cancel culture itself. In one interview, Tim went on record saying that he understands the pressure, but he won't compromise his comedy just to keep a few people happy. He's openly criticized how society has become so quick to cancel people, saying it's like being back in high school, where everyone is ready to jump on you for the slightest misstep. To Tim, the whole situation is absurd. He's joked that he half expects people to cancel him just for using words that his own parents used. That cancel culture has made it so comedians have to explain every single joke, just in case it gets taken out of context. And he's right, that's exactly right. And it's why so many comedians are falling silent, terrified of saying something that could ruin their careers. But Tim Allen, he's still going, despite the mob, despite the networks trying to blacklist him, and despite Hollywood's obsession with silencing dissenting voices, Tim Allen remains non-cancelable. And that's why he's the ultimate example of resilience in a world obsessed with canceling anyone who dares to step out of line. In the end, Tim Allen has humiliated woke Hollywood by simply refusing to be silenced. They can try to censor him, they can pull his shows, and they can rage on Twitter, but he's still standing. And that, my friends, is why Tim Allen has humiliated Hollywood in the best way possible, by staying true to himself. So if you're on Team Tim Allen, if you're tired of Hollywood's endless virtue signaling, hit that like button.
I like old Tim Allen, I really do.
This is how to get in shape fast. The best way.
I really do, old Tim Allen. He's always been a good comedian. That's
Hell! Sam Smith belongs in hell! You belong in hell! Sam Smith belongs in hell! You demonic, twisted, sick bastard!
It's no secret that Hollywood loves its woke icons until it doesn't. And Sam Smith, once celebrated as a progressive force in the music industry, Sam has found themselves on the other side of the same woke culture they once championed. Sam's transformation, from the sweet balladeer of Stay With Me to the provocative artist of today, has left fans, critics, and even Hollywood insiders questioning if they've gone too far.
Welcome back. Sam Smith is back again with more attention-seeking vulgarity. They're never one to do things quietly in recent years. We have to remember to call him they, their, them, even though there's only one of them.
Sam Smith was once the golden child of pop music, known for heartbreaking ballads and a powerful, haunting voice. Their songs topped charts, and fans loved their raw vulnerability. In an industry where image is everything, Sam took a bold step in 2019 by publicly coming out as non-binary, asking fans and media to use they-them pronouns.
This thing called non-binary and they-them and all these things, and I was like, oh my God, this is a place where I can exist, and it was magical. People don't realise this about me, because when I first brought out Latch with Disclosure, I think I was trying to impress all the straight guys around me, so I would be wearing.
They were praised as a champion for LGBTQIA+ representation, a true icon for a more inclusive generation. Sam didn't stop there. They began using their platform to speak on issues they believed were essential to a woke society, from discussing identity politics to addressing social justice.
Do you get starstruck at all in your career anymore?
I do, with the pop divas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like if I see Rihanna or Madonna, I fall to the floor.
Still, really? To this day?
Oh my God, of course.
I read somewhere, by the way, that Lady Gaga once got you in a little trouble.
Yeah, I skipped school to see her Monster Ball tour, and I forged a letter from my dad. And then I got put into detention for like a week afterwards.
Their journey to Iraq for charity work was hailed as a pivotal moment in their personal growth, a shocker that left them feeling embarrassed by their prior ignorance about global issues. Sam claimed they were ready to address the real world's problems, moving beyond love songs to speak about identity, societal flaws, and the importance of opening one's eyes. Hollywood applauded. The world seemed ready for this new woke Sam Smith. But as they say, the higher you rise, the harder you fall. Even in the early days, Sam's attempt to align with woke culture didn't go as smoothly as they might have hoped. A series of incidents started to turn public opinion against them. In 2016, after witnessing a friend being racially abused in London, Sam expressed shock in a series of tweets, saying they never thought racism was something that happened here. Their naivety sparked a firestorm on social media, with people accusing Sam of being out of touch and privileged, especially as someone whose career had profited from genres rooted in black culture. Sam's attempt to shine a light on racism was seen as condescending, especially by communities who had been fighting systemic discrimination for generations. Critics saw it as woke hypocrisy, someone profiting from a culture while remaining blissfully ignorant of its struggles. The backlash was harsh, and while Sam apologized, the damage was done. Hollywood may have looked the other way, but the public started to see a different side of Sam Smith. Later in 2023, Sam Smith's transformation took a darker, edgier turn. The sweet soulful singer of years past was almost unrecognizable. During their Grammy performance of Unholy with Kim Petras, Sam appeared in a red leather outfit, complete with devil horns, surrounded by dancers in satanic-inspired costumes. The performance immediately sparked controversy, with conservative figures and insiders alike calling it disturbing, vulgar, and even demonic. Ted Cruz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and other conservative voices were quick to slam the act as an attack on religious values, especially when it was revealed that Pfizer had sponsored the performance. In their eyes, this wasn't just a performance, it was a blatant display of Hollywood's woke agenda, targeting traditional beliefs. Social media exploded with outrage, accusing Sam of using their identity and platform to push shock value for the sake of staying relevant. Many fans who once celebrated Sam's progressiveness now saw their act as a desperate cry for attention. Sam defended the performance as a statement of freedom, self-expression, and acceptance. But here's the catch. This wasn't just another controversial performance. For some, it was proof that Hollywood's version of wokeness had lost control. Even those who once stood by Sam found themselves questioning if they'd crossed.
There's a hidden method to making money with Amazon that no one knows. It's Amazon's other company, Audible. Audible has been paying me a steady and reliable income every month for years. And I'm not the only one. People like Katrina, Karma, Elena, and Renee, they're all enjoying a significant monthly income using the same system.
All of the expertise is right there at your fingertips.
I even told my daughter this thing works.
Absolutely insanely mind-blowing.
The best decision that I've made in my life.
You have fam.
And the best part is, it's a highly automated system. You're not buying any inventory, you're not shipping any products, and you're not investing thousands of dollars. And it's so simple. You need zero tech skills to get started with Audible. My husband, Christian, he discovered this a few years ago by complete accident. And since then, it's thousands of other people use it to supplement and grow their income and make more money. And if you want to see exactly how they did it, tap on this video and you can watch the same free training they did, where Christian, the founder of the system, breaks down the 3 steps to adding a new monthly income stream with Audible. And listen, the reason people are having such amazing results with this is not because we're doing anything special. It's because no one knows about this yet. So look, you can choose to ignore this video and pretend you saw nothing, or you can be like Steven, who says, I'm so glad I didn't skip that ad because my last step from Audible was life-changing. That's how powerful this can be. So to find out exactly how this Audible method works and how you can install it in your own life, just hit the link below and watch a short training right now. This training is 100% free. So there's absolutely no reason not to see what it's all about. And just by watching it, you're also going to get 3 bonuses absolutely free that are going to help you get started with Audible faster than you ever thought possible. So tap the link below, claim your free bonuses, and get in on the ground floor of this amazing new opportunity for extra income. Look, the most important thing you can do right now is don't waste any more time. Hit the link, go through the training, and learn the 3-step process that is providing life-changing results for so many people. Hit the link, and I'll see you in the training.
Crossed a line that even the entertainment industry couldn't support. For years, Hollywood had supported Sam's evolution. They had praised their openness, celebrated their identity journey, and marketed Sam as a beacon of modern, woke values.
I don't get this Sam Smith thing. It just seems like every week he deliberately... They. Why is one person they?
Because that's how they identify.
Why have I got to go along with it?
Because they've asked you to.
But after the Grammys, it was clear that the tide was turning. Hollywood insiders, known for their relentless push toward inclusivity and progressiveness, started to shift uncomfortably as Sam continued pushing. Hollywood had embraced Sam's initial coming out, their openness about identity, and their public grappling with issues like racism and privilege.
What would you say to people who were like, okay, I sort of understand some people feel they're in the wrong body. I've heard this non-binary thing. I'm not sure what that's all about. What would you want people to know about how you feel?
From being a kid, I felt very restricted.
Oh, he's going around me?
The male thing.
But as Sam's performances became increasingly provocative, the industry began to see them as a liability rather than an asset. Sam's villain era, as they called it, was testing the limits of Hollywood's tolerance for its own woke ideals. What had started as a journey of self-discovery was now being seen as an endless cycle of attention-seeking acts. Suddenly, it seemed, Hollywood wasn't so keen on having Sam as its woke mascot. Sam's music videos became more explicit, more in your face. Their video for I'm Not Here to Make Friends featured suggestive outfits, daring dance routines, and, according to critics, unnecessary sexualization. Some called it empowering, others vulgar. Fans who had once embraced Sam's defiance were beginning to feel uncomfortable. Comments poured in, with fans asking if Sam had taken their message of self-acceptance too far. Sam took to interviews to defend the video, saying it was about rejecting societal expectations and expressing their sexuality openly. But once again, the backlash intensified. Critics argued that Sam was using their identity and woke values as a shield to avoid criticism, and fans felt increasingly alienated. Even celebrities weighed in, questioning the motives behind Sam's extreme displays. Sam's woke persona was now being picked apart by the very culture that had celebrated it. The irony is undeniable. Hollywood's own woke culture, the one that had once embraced Sam Smith, was now at odds with them. Sam's attempts to push boundaries weren't seen as brave or revolutionary anymore. They were viewed as attention-seeking and excessive. It was as if Hollywood had placed a limit on what was considered acceptable wokeness, and Sam had crossed it. Figures like Kevin Sorbo and conservative pundits argued that Sam represented everything wrong with modern pop culture, turning what could be genuine expressions of identity into performative acts for clicks and views. Sorbo even suggested that Hollywood's support of such acts was a threat to traditional values, calling out what he saw as Hollywood's hypocrisy in pushing woke messaging while shunning anyone who didn't fit the mold. And yet, even those who identified with Hollywood's progressive stance started to feel uneasy. Sam had become a symbol of woke culture gone too far, embodying every critique of Hollywood's so-called agenda. They were too woke for Hollywood, yet not woke enough to maintain the support that had initially catapulted them to the forefront of the movement. So where does Sam Smith stand now? In one sense, they're a victim of the very culture they embraced. Their efforts to represent and advocate for marginalized voices were overshadowed by increasingly provocative and divisive performances. Hollywood, once their biggest ally, now seemed to question whether Sam's brand of wokeness was worth the backlash it brought. For some, Sam Smith's story is a cautionary tale of what happens when identity and politics collide with celebrity. They started as an advocate, but their push for self-expression evolved into a form of activism that many found too extreme. The woke culture they once championed turned against them, demanding more accountability, more authenticity, and a more genuine approach to representation. Sam's journey from pop darling to controversial figure reveals the double-edged sword of Hollywood's wokeness. Support is only as strong as the public's tolerance for controversy. And when you cross that line, the very system that lifted you up can just as easily pull you down. In the end, Sam Smith's story is a reminder that even Hollywood has its limits. The industry that once hailed them as a hero now stands divided, questioning if they've gone too far.
Why should somebody try out your album right now?
You should try my album because we all need a bit more glitter in our lives, and things are just so boring sometimes.
Sam's journey shows the fragility of Hollywood's loyalty to its own woke ideals. One day, you're a hero, and the next, you're too controversial to touch. So, is this the end of Sam Smith's reign as Hollywood's woke icon? Or is there room for redemption? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure. Hollywood has a way of moving on. And if Sam's journey has taught us anything, it's that woke culture has no permanent favorites. If you think Sam Smith's fall
should be a tactical box right here.
Standards, smash that like button and subscribe for more. Let us know in the comments if you think Hollywood's woke culture has turned on its own, or if Sam's just reaping what they sowed.
Well, I'd say that's probably it. Reaping what he sowed. Now.
Voted for Donald Trump, you're ugly. I think you're all freaking ugly, and I think you're dumb as bricks.
Yeah. Woke breakdowns, bro. Woke breakdowns. Yeah. Gotta love this bullshit. Listen to this bullshit, yeah.
Do you really hate me that bad?
Yeah.
I can't believe this country did this again.
Believe it, bitch, we did it again.
Why did I let myself
I did it
Genuinely
again.
confused as to what happened.
Alright.
I can only hope those people realize this is not a Republican victory. This is an American victory. It's really not about conservatives. It's about common sense. Americans say, I'm done with the economy, where affordability is the sole focus.
Americans are seeing increasing costs for food, energy, and housing.
Overall inflation, consumer prices, what we all pay for things, up 7% over the past year in December versus December last year. That is the fastest rate of consumer inflation since 1982.
The higher rates come despite the Biden administration's constant reassurance that inflation is cooling down and that Bidenomics is working.
And it wasn't transitory either. Where you spend like crazy and jam Green New Deals down our throats that we didn't ask for, and tell me I have to drive an electric car, I'm a bad person, and buy batteries from China. And by the way, what do I do with them when I'm done with them? And I can tell me right now, gas ovens, we need to keep them, not get rid of them. I'm done with illegal immigrants rushing our borders and them denying what was happening. Americans were done with forcing overwhelmed border cities to fly these illegal immigrants to their county, right, to their town, and taxpayers having to pay the bill to give free food, shelter, and cell phones. They might be great people, but that's not what you should be doing. I'm done with letting crime run wild and be told the stats say crime's going down. I'm done with the woke culture allowing men to play in girls' sports.
Yeah, I'm tired of that shit, bros.
Crushing girls' swimming records, or high school guys spiking volleyballs into girls' faces, giving them concussions.
Just kill me.
That's not a level playing field, and it's getting dangerous.
Due to that boy's spike, McNabb suffered severe head and neck injuries, resulting in long-term concussion symptoms.
Yep, she still has headaches today. This is a monumental blow to the Democratic Party generally and to their policies specifically. Now it's time for some serious reflection, you would think. But you can't solve a problem unless you admit you have a problem, and that's the problem.
It's better in the
Okay, we're about done here, and then we'll go to the test server, and we'll play some, because we got today and tomorrow on those.
There is still a lot of racism.
Bullshit.
Referendum of cultural resentment in this country. Racism and bias had to have played a role.
Well, if there's that much cultural resentment, I'd really be worried if I was
Move on to
them.
something else after being governor of the state of West Virginia and then moving on as senator. Senator Joe Manchin, I couldn't wait to talk to you when I saw the results because you've been saying this all along. Were they right? Was this about racism and sexism? Is that why Kamala Harris lost?
Absolutely not, Brian. This is about basically the Democratic Party, the party that I was born and raised in, being fiscally responsible and socially compassionate, and always there to help the working person who had a job, wanted to keep that job, wanted to have a safe working condition, wanted to make it good pay with benefits, they could take care of their family and live a quality life. They forgot them, and what the party over the years has just moved from there, spending more time and effort on helping those people.
I voted for that motherfucker, Joe Manchin.
That's what happened. So they're saying, wait a minute, the people that
Seriously.
are incapable of working but won't work or don't work, you're more concerned about them than you are about those of us who are paying the price. We're out there working every day. And I said, you can never leave your base. Your base is the people that are working. That's what we call them. We're from workers. Well, everybody's for workers. Well, if you're for workers, make sure that the people who aren't working have better opportunities or better benefits than they have.
Senator, one
That's
thing
what's
that
happened, Brian, in a nutshell.
and Senator, there's a lot of people making different excuses, but I remember you along the way. You said that Joe Biden I knew was centrist. The people he surrounded him with and the policies that were put out there were not centrist. You said that from day one, and you were considered the bad guy.
I was the bad guy, that's for sure. They didn't want to hear the truth. I said, listen, I told President Biden, I've known him for a long time. I like him. He's a good person. We've gotten along fine. What the Democratic Party's trying to do to
I say Biden is a good person, I guess, you know.
Why would you treat anybody, a person that gave it 50 years of their service, whether you liked it or not, whether you agreed or not, but my goodness, just be decent. Be respectful and decent. He tried, okay? A lot of things I didn't agree with him, but I didn't have a problem speaking truth to power as long as you do it in a respectful way. I just disagreed on things. I said, Mr. President, you're being pushed too far left. That's not who you've been. You didn't govern that way when you were here. You didn't go clear far left. When you were on the stage running for election in the primary against all the other Democrats, you were the only one that says, listen, I know how the place works. I can bring people together. Then you came in throwing nuclear bombs because they convinced you had to do everything by yourself. Don't worry about the Republicans. Well, my golly, we need Republicans and we need Democrats that will work together. And if the leader doesn't do that, and I'm praying to God, I want to thank and congratulate President Trump for a great victory. I want him to look back and learn from the mistakes that other people have made, and some he's probably made and wants to correct those. But the bottom line is, you're going to need some Democrats working with you, Mr. President Trump.
I think Trump knows that.
If you give them a chance before everyone tells you they don't want you, make them prove they don't want to work with you before you throw them under the bus, I guess.
You weren't a fan of Harris's campaign. In 107 days, I couldn't see how she defined herself. Could you? Do you think she was a good candidate?
Kamala Harris, you know, all she had to do was just say, listen, I'm number two. I was number two. I didn't make these decisions. But now she'd agreed with them, and she didn't basically say that there was a mistake. I'd have done this different, that done different. My goodness, agree that leaving Afghanistan was a disaster. It made us look weak around the world. Leaving the borders porous. Having the ability to get asylum at the border without being any checks, that's wrong. And then you got to admit you made mistakes and then fix them. You know, my goodness, a politician's afraid to say, I'm sorry, I messed this one up. I'm going to fix it.
Senator,
they can't do that. And she didn't believe in the energy we forced them. We're producing more energy today, more gas, more oil than we ever have before. And we're investing in new, cleaner technology. They went with the green, with the EVs, electric vehicles, just what you said when you opened your dialogue up. You're exactly correct. They want to push out the EVs. I said, are you crazy? There's nobody who wants to buy an EV. I said, usually the market will basically come and buy what they want, not what you want them to have. That's the problem you all have. You cannot force on me to spend my money that I work for on things I don't want. And then you got to basically outlaw it. I said, none of this makes sense at all. And that's what we've been fighting, and that's a disagreement we've had. I've been up front with them. I have told them I couldn't take it no more. I said, I cannot stay in this party and have identification being a Democrat. I am not a Washington Democrat. Never have been. And the Democrats are gone.
He broke over to Biden. I'm going to tell you why we voted him out. He he didn't run.
I mean this with all my heart, Brian.
He didn't run. Manchin didn't, because he knowed we were going to vote him out. He wanted to save face, but he knowed that we were going to vote him out. And he just didn't want that loss on him. He sold us out with Obama, and we never got over it. This is the first time that he's come up to be voted for. That is why he did it. He served 2 terms as U.S. Congress. He got Senator Byrd's term, and then he was voted in a term with another Democrat. Ended up being Governor Earl Ray Tomblin. And then that's when we got Jim Justice. He was told straight out. He come back. He went to politics and talking to her. We told him we was going to get rid of him. He had betrayed us. And that is the way we felt about it, that he had betrayed us. And, because he had. He really had. He'd betrayed us. He had, yeah, dudes, we had good jobs. We had good jobs. We were thriving. Even at Obama and darkest stir, we were still thriving. It's when he came in with cap and trade, that is what did us in. And I have nothing for Joe Manchin. I really don't. I was a Democrat. I was a Democrat for over 20 years, and he's right about one thing. They're not what they used to be.
I want my president. I want my president. And guess what? Donald Trump is my president now. I want him to succeed. I will do anything and everything I can to help him and assist him. I will help anybody he wants in his transition team. I understand the energy policies. I understand what they've done wrong with the administration.
Yeah, you ought to understand them. They got you out of office, or pal.
I don't have any desire to be in an administration or still be in a payroll of the federal government. I've been in the Senate for 14 years. I was in twice a governor. I've got 42 years of experience. I think I can help as much from the outside as I could from the inside. But I've said this, every red-blooded...
Now, you've been in the Senate for...
do the best they can and succeed.
12 years.
Everybody. The people you just showed...
Well, 14, because he got 2 years of they voted him in twice. His second go-around, I voted against him. I packed a flag in school for his father. His father was a good man, Daddy, A.J. Manchin. He was a good man. He came to my school. I was a troubled child. I truly was. And his father came to school. And that's true, man.
And I'm happy for that. And the people...
That's very true. He came to school, and they was having a thing, him and Rockefeller.
He's deserved it.
And, yeah, Rockefeller. Of all people, Rockefeller. We had a Rockefeller for our governor. We sure did. And,
I can tell you, the sidekick, when it goes out, what's Alabama?
But,
how come this person's on this side? I'm getting it, buddy, but I 79 minutes of 80 minutes, I saw really 1 minute and 30.
He did, man, and he took an interest in me, and all through school,
Senator Joe Manchin, I'll talk to you tonight. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Brian.
He kept up with me and stuff. Manchin did. A. James was his name, and
of standing up against the extreme left policies that have really propelled Donald Trump.
That had a lot to do with why I voted for Joe. But definitely the father was son was nothing like his father. Nothing like his father, bro. And
realizing it's time to look forward. So what does the second
nothing like him
look like? What are the priorities on day one for the former president? Let's ask a guy that very well might know and play a big role in that from the Senate. He is Senator Tom Cotton, and he's adapted to our wardrobe without a tie. Thanks so much, Senator. Great to see you. First off,
Tom Cotton.
decision not to be in the cabinet. Please don't make me an offer, Mr. President-elect, because I'm going to stay in the Senate. Why?
Well, Brian, I'm very excited about the victory that President Trump had on Tuesday night and the Republicans had.
Because he's got to have people in the Senate, boss.
Not just national security and foreign policy, but also...
I mean, absolutely. You got to have them. They got to keep control of the Senate. If they are going to succeed, and I mean, let's be honest, we should want our president to succeed. We are going to have to keep people in the Senate and the House and keep control of it.
But also very excited to be in the Senate.
If we don't, we're not going to do this, boss.
What's first?
And our country needs this, man.
Wants to work on the border first and maybe drilling second.
Now, drilling's going to be number one. He said first thing, drill, baby, drill, then the border.
Oh yeah, Brian, you can just look.
But they got to go, bros. I mean, they got to go.
It's like Jim Justice, Dave McCormick, Tim Sheehy, Bernie Moreno campaigned on to get elected as new senators-elect. There are things the president can do immediately with executive action, like helping secure the border or opening up more drilling on federal lands to produce more energy, things that will require legislation over the long term next year. We'll obviously want to extend the Trump tax cuts and improve them even more, provide funding for the border wall, help crack down on
let's run in with this destroyer, bros.
day one actions to unleash more oil and gas production because energy costs are one of the #1 drivers for inflation. We need to rebuild our military to invest more in cutting edge technologies, get our troops focused back on the basics of fighting and winning wars, not social engineering. So there's a lot of things the president I expect will do in the very first days of his administration. Of course, I'll support those. And then in the medium and longer term next year, we'll focus on legislation to help advance and cement those early gains.
So, Senator, I expected you to be with the former president, and now he's president-elect. I was surprised to see Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr., and Joe Rogan, Dana White, of course, but Joe Rogan joined late and become sold on it. I want you to hear what his advice is from his podcast to President Trump.
We got a real chance to make real change. This is like one of the first times ever where there's a real chance to make real tangible change that's going to be for the good of everybody.
Yep.
And he's got to unite people. He's got to not attack the left, not attack everybody. Let them all talk their but unite. Now it's time to unite everybody.
Can Donald Trump look past the critics from the New York Times, the Washington Post, pundits on other channels?
I believe he can, man, but his problem is they don't want to unite with him, man.
Yeah, Brian, I agree with Joe Rogan. Right now is a time for unity in our country. President Trump was very gracious and magnanimous in his victory speech on Tuesday night. He's focused on solving the problems that this country has, and the people who came behind President Trump in this campaign, to include all those people who voted for Republican, probably for the first time in their lives. If you look at, say, Latino counties in South Texas, or the inroads that President Trump made with minority voters and female voters, they want solutions. They want prices down. They want our border secure. They want America to be strong and respected in the world once again. That's where President Trump's focus is, and certainly can be mine and Republican senators too. I think we have a great chance building on this historic victory Tuesday night to improve the lives of Americans in a concrete, meaningful, and tangible way.
And Senator, the main reason you're not going, it's your family, right? You want to make sure you're playing a role, and you feel there's a lot of travel, correct?
Well, my boys are still young. They're under 10, and I'm very involved in their lives. We've made that work with the demands of a Senate schedule. I'm not so sure about a cabinet schedule, but I'm also, like I said, very excited to work on all the issues that come in front of the United States Senate. When you're in a cabinet position, you have one narrow set of issues. You spend all your time on it. Those are very important, whether you're the Secretary of Defense or Secretary of Treasury or Secretary of Education. In the Senate, the whole array of issues that the American people face, we'll be working on next year for the people of Arkansas and the entire country. I'm very excited about all of those opportunities.
All right, he is Senator Tom Cotton. It's always great to talk to you. I know you'll be fighting it out. It's overwhelming, by the way. Check out these headlines.
I like old Cotton. He's a good dude.
Comeback King. You're rehired. Just some of them, including the weak, woke, lost. The magnitude of this win, not lost on our allies or enemies. Trump's first order of business, the Middle East. The Iranian regime wants him dead. In fact, they just uncovered an assassination for hire. It's said to be terrified, though, that Donald Trump is going to be back in power. One person knows all this too well, a man with a real global feel, and he knows about the global impact of Donald Trump, Douglas Murray, who spent election night at Mar-a-Lago and watched the returns come in with the president-elect. He joins me now. Douglas, great to see your reflections on the night in Mar-a-Lago before you get to the world.
It was an extraordinary night. I mean, it was the centre of the world that night. And I think there was enormous confidence among the Trump camp and sort of people.
Even before the numbers were in?
I spoke to somebody early in the evening who said that the polls were suggesting a pretty stunning victory. I never like to assume that absolutely everything's in. But by the time that the Senate seats flipped, I think that was when I was speaking to the president there, that was when it really started to look like something very big was happening. And I you know, at the beginning of the evening, nobody knew if by the time we all went to the convention center, there'd be time, you know, to have a victory speech or not. And it became perfectly clear that that was exactly what it was. It was a victory, and a victory of historic proportions. And the convention center was unbelievable. About 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m., and everyone was just pulsating with joy.
They knew they'd seen history, biggest comeback in political history by far, maybe anywhere. Around the world, what's the thought? It's not new. We're used to President Trump, never seen anyone like him, but it's not new. For example, in the UK.
Well, tell you, the interesting thing to me is in 2016, when Trump first won, there was this meltdown. I mean, nobody knew what on earth. They weren't expecting it. They were all badly briefed. They were badly informed. And there was a lot of panicking, scrambling, hyperventilating, and more. I think it's interesting that this time that hasn't been the case. I think that America's allies were prepared for another Trump victory. Many of them, like the left-wing government in the UK, were preferring a Harris victory, amazingly enough. But I'm struck by the fact that people have adapted this time very fast. They've realized, okay, it's Trump, he's back.
What about Iran? Iran knows this affects them more than anybody else. They did not like when Trump put the screws to them.
Yeah.
Got out of that Iranian deal, so enforced the sanctions. They're going to start coming back.
There is a reason why the Middle East has been up in flames in the last year. And it's because the principal backer of terror in the region is the Revolutionary Islamic government in Iran. And they have been waging a 7-front war on Israel. 7 fronts. Houthis in Yemen, they've been firing from Syria, they've been firing from Lebanon, from Gaza, from Iran direct. Here's the thing. When Trump was leaving office in 2020, the mullahs were begging him to let the screws off, to stop the sanctions, to let them breathe. And he had them in a very good place. Biden, of course, turned the money spigots back on, and the result is war. If Iran's government didn't have the money to fund all of these terror proxies, the terror proxies would dry up. So with Trump back, no surprise to me that the regime in Tehran is trying to assassinate him. No surprise. They've tried previously on American soil to assassinate former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, to assassinate former National Security Advisor John Bolton. They've tried to assassinate Iranian dissidents here in New York. They wanted to assassinate Trump. He is the main enemy they have in the world, and they know it, because he will, I would hope, return to the policies he had before, absolutely strangle the regime there.
They will.
The Israelis to do what they need to do to take out the nuclear reactors, take out the oil fields, whatever they need to do for their own security. America doesn't need to be involved, but remember, Biden and co. spent the last year focused on regime change. Where did they focus on regime change? Not in Iran, in Jerusalem.
Right.
They spent the last year, Chuck Schumer, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden spent the last year trying to get Benjamin Netanyahu out of power in Israel. I wish they'd focused any of their attentions on Iran.
It actually started with Obama, too. And lastly, what does it mean for the Ukraine war? You've been on the ground there. You know how these Ukrainians have been fighting. And in my view, they are standing up for the entire West. I don't know if it's President Trump's view.
I think this is going to be something which is going to be hardest to swallow for some of us about the Trump policies. Look, my view is that the Middle East situation is very clear to me what President Trump can do. He has said he wants to stop the war in Ukraine. If you stop it at this point, there will almost certainly be land being given up by the Ukrainians in the final status agreement. That's extremely sad to me. I was with the Ukrainian armed forces when they were retaking land that they had already invaded by the Russians. But if you're going to stop the war now, the sad fact is that the Ukrainian advances that people hoped for in the spring of last year didn't come to fruition. Sadly, if you know, as Israel is showing, if you don't win, winning is everything. Right. And Trump will almost...
All right, bros. I think we pretty well got this one. So
I wrote this in the New York.
Elon Musk and Trump spoke to Zelensky on Wednesday.
Yeah, I wrote in the New York Post yesterday that there is a way I can see that a deal could be made, but there has to be a very, very strong message to Moscow, which is you did this because Biden and Harris were in and America looked weak, but not another inch, not another country. And that includes not just Russia not being able to invade, but also not doing the actual election interference that the Russians have been doing recently in Moldova, in the country of Georgia and elsewhere. Now Trump is back, there is the opportunity to deter Russia again, but my gosh, do they need deterring.
Well, I hope he's watching you now. Douglas Murray, great to see you, and thanks for giving us some quality time as you travel the globe. And your columns are fantastic. Coming up straight ahead, The View is mourning Kamala Harris's big loss, but they did not hold back railing against President Trump. Watch.
Black women tried to save this country again last night. What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump, uneducated white women.
Uneducated. Fox News contributor Tommy Lahren joins the media moments that matter, following the most consequential election of our lifetime. Joining me to break it all down, as she does often, but this is the hardest assignment ever, the host of Tommy Lahren is Fearless on Outkick, Tommy Lahren. Tommy, how you boiled it down to 3 major stories. I don't envy you. Tell me what you got.
Most people have no clue that the easiest way to see in the dark is not with a flashlight. It's actually with this new gadget that's taking the U.S. by storm. It gives you hands-free lighting exactly where you need it, so you never have to fumble with a flashlight again. A small startup dedicated to making tools easier for everyone has just revolutionized the industry with a product that puts a bright light right on your fingertips. For years, their team watched as
the hardest assignment, but also, I have to be honest, Brian, the most fun, at least for me. I'm not sure how our folks in the rest of the mainstream media feel, but it was a great week for me, and I have some great moments for you. Okay, so Brian, you and I probably understand that Kamala did not run the best of campaigns. Now listen, to be fair, her team had an uphill battle because you can't polish a turd. However, there are friends
well, you can't polish a turd, that's for sure.
And they are just flabbergasted that she got trounced the way she did. Take a look at this one.
I'm so proud of her. I mean, such political skill. It is just inspiring. People who don't understand what she had to do.
After watching this incredible campaign she's run now.
Her introduction to the country went well. The convention was a success. Her convention speech was a success, and she crushed him in the debate, and she closed stronger than he did.
Kamala Harris ran basically a flawless campaign.
It was such an extraordinarily short and abbreviated campaign. She went everywhere on shows.
I beg to differ about that debate, bro.
This is outrageous. It was awful. 107 days, everything scripted, didn't go on any serious podcast that would have delivered any sector that she didn't have already, never pre-thought any of her positions, never qualified any of her flip-flops. I cannot believe they said that with a straight face.
Brian, they thought that joy and brat and vibes would last, but the time ran out on Kamala. She wasn't unable to put together a cohesive campaign, and now her political career is likely over. Right. I'll tell you this, though, Brian, on to my second media moment that matters this week. I don't know about you, but I watched The View at the tail end of the week for the first time in a very long time for entertainment purposes only. But I think few people forget.
How bad have to be that way on entertainment purposes only?
Kamala's abbreviated campaign when they
who the hell watch that crap? I mean, really.
And remember, Brian, this was her answer.
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of
that right there.
Of most of
that's what bet her on.
Impact.
Them people know there's rhyme, man. These damsels went way too far left, bro.
Perfect layup. That was an alley-oop.
Let's be honest, man. There ain't nobody wants men in women's bathrooms. They don't want to watch men, boys playing with girls in sports just because they know they can beat them and shit, bro. So it's no, man. We gotta take that for a woman, bro.
But I'll tell you this, the ladies of The View, they are very, very mad. They're blaming anyone and everyone, everywhere for Kamala's loss. But I think Sunny Hostin is probably the worst. Of course, she's blaming white people. She's blaming Hispanic men. They are melting down big time over there at ABC. Take a look at this and get your popcorn.
He's now the president. I'm still not going to say his name.
Say his name, bitch. Say his name.
What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump.
Say his name.
Uneducated white women.
Uneducated. I tell you what, being educated makes you like that. I'm glad I'm not.
Went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
It's on the border. The border crisis is completely.
I seen that earlier today. Some of them accept it for what it really is. Well, don't.
I mean, come on, America.
Do you think the Republicans are just the moment? What about a post-mortem on the Republican Party?
Frank, I was just about to say that. Swept, though. Nobody who is struggling to make ends meet at the table, like how am I going to pay this bill, cares what Wharton professors say about
What about an autopsy on the Republican Party? I don't think so. What about a highlight reel? Latinos up 7%. For white people, it basically she only went up 1%. For black males, went up 10%. I mean, across the board, all sectors went up, and they're saying that America basically is racist and sexist. And it's the Republicans' fault for bringing up the fact that Democrats have to look inward.
Yes, of course, they will never look at their own party and do an actual post-mortem, which is what they need to do.
Yeah, I would think they do, but I mean,
also thinks that people who own grocery stores are pigs. That's just another group of people that the ladies of The View do not like. But as much as I enjoyed the early morning meltdowns, I also enjoyed the late night meltdowns this week. Plenty of great moments there. Here's let's look at the crying and the thoughts and prayers we need to send to Jimmy Kimmel, Colbert, and others.
Full Kimmel.
Watch the show regularly. I'm guessing you're not doing great. Yeah, me neither.
Well, guys, last night America decided to get back with their crazy ex and elect Donald Trump as the 47th president of the United States.
It was a terrible night for women, for children, for seniors, for relying on Social Security, for our allies in Ukraine, for NATO.
Oh, I'm leading, and I shouldn't be leading.
It was a terrible night for everyone who voted against him, and guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him, too. You just don't realize it yet.
Right.
Are you full of shit there, Kimmel?
70 million plus who voted for him are idiots. We don't realize how stupid we are that voted for him. Tommy, I know I expected something like that, not that severe. They're not even hosts, they're entertainers. Your final thoughts about our late night television?
Listen, they're going to have great ratings for maybe a week or two as we watch for entertainment purposes only, because I sure enjoy it. The liberal tears, they are sweet and they are salty. And Merry Christmas to all of us. It's going to be a great season.
Check her out on Outkick. Tommy, thanks so much for breaking it down for us. I'm so glad I sent you that VCR and all those tapes. It has really worked out for the show. Tommy, thank you. All right, coming up straight ahead, it's not just the media. Liberal Hollywood is in a tailspin as stars go out of their minds over Trump's presidential victory.
There goes. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wonder. What's this woke meltdown
Everyone will be using
bullshit?
this ad blocker on Twitch by 2025. Meet Pi, the ad blocker that actually works on Twitch, aka every user's dream. I can watch my favorite streamers without being bombarded with ads every few minutes. It's seriously been a game changer. Plus, you can use Pi to block ads on Amazon, Google, and YouTube. Like, look at this. It works so seamlessly. And the best part, Pi will actually pay you to see ads. It's your choice. Either block ads forever or get paid to see them. Trust me, everyone is going to be using Pi. Don't miss out.
Alert! There's an indication of combustion.
You work. I don't care. I don't care. You're not an exception to this.
If you voted for Trump, and here's what I think about it.
In the spectrum of my emotions.
Not coming back. I'm never coming back. Bye. Bye-bye.
Just so we're
Red rum, red rum, red rum.
Hey guys, it's Angela, and in this video, I have more woke freakouts for you about the election. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, but whatever you do not laugh at these people. They're clearly struggling right now. Now that we have a safe country, we have our freedom of speech, and we are allowed to thrive with an amazing economy, this is a really hard time. So don't laugh. It's hard. It's scary. Oh, but I went to bed. Yeah.
Well, long you people, man.
This country is misogynistic. Y'all hate to see a black, a Latino, anybody that's in the LGBTQ+, a woman being happy doing shit on her fucking own. I used to wake up and seeing it being that close, and I'm seeing comments where people are like, I'm in another country, I don't know how this is happening. Wake up!
I'm pinching myself. I thought I was awake. Is this all a dream? Are we living in a simulation?
I'm fucking feral! If you see me, keep walking. Do not make eye contact.
Oh, believe me, sweetie, we will.
Act. Do not.
I don't want to get rabies.
Don't act like you know me. Like,
Everybody wants to know you, girl.
like maybe they voted for Kamala, but like I want to eat them right now. Like I want to take a bite out of those glutes.
You naughty. I want to take a bite out of those glutes. Where do I even begin with that? You know, when Donald Trump said that they're dropping people off from insane asylums, I don't think that he was exaggerating. This is the people of our community? Those are the people I walk past every day? Thank God they didn't take away the Second Amendment, right? Because, man, there are some really, really crazy people out there.
Oh, gosh.
Speak to a fucking man again!
That's good.
See if I ever speak to half of the population again! Oh, there has to be some way that I can avoid literally half of the entire population.
Beta! You know the worst part? I knew this was gonna happen, and I let myself get excited anyway.
You know how I went into the election thinking this could possibly be rigged, so I'm not going to get too excited about it, but
Yeah, me too. That's the way I felt about it. I felt that,
they thought
you know,
the government was going to steal it for them again.
There's going to be a possibility it could be rigged, and
that this was too big to rig, sweetheart.
the worst. I really did. I thought, well, they possibly can rig it, and no need to get really excited about it, and that.
Smash my face. It looks like you already did.
Baby,
So I
if
felt
you wanted
that,
to touch my body, you should have voted for it. TV.
Do it. Do it.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck that TV and fuck that asshole. Do it. I'll buy it.
She really did it. What can we really comment about the video that we just watched? These women complain about all of their rights being taken away, and yet they go through little temper tantrums and break their own TV because they are so have so many rights to go outside, go to the
money or not, who does shit like that? I'm not going.
Money that they make from their job that they're allowed to have. They're allowed to vote. They voted for Kamala. Sorry, they didn't win. Lots of women voted for Trump too. While
Lots of women voted for Trump.
They showed that they have tons of them.
Let's see here, bro.
They are in an excess of supply, and this is what they decide to do with it. These women have the freedom to behave however they want, and they do so by breaking their own TV and needing to buy a new one.
Not that my content reaches a lot of men because I have an IQ of 130, but
I really doubt that.
Half the female population, we're dry. We're probably gonna stay dry. I'm dry as a desert, baby, and I don't want it to change. Yeah, we're not gonna like you anymore. You understand that?
Oh, I'm so scared.
Why are you acting like anything has changed? You guys always have hated men.
Women are really good at celibacy because you guys are actually a threat to us. So we have a lot less to gain from you.
I am not your bitch. Fuck the Congress, fuck the legislature.
Turn that shit off.
I hope you Republicans are happy because I'm about to become so fucking gay. It's unbelievable. If you guys think I'm never kissing a man again, you got another fucking gay thing coming. I am literally never kissing a man again in Trump's America. Like, it's
good.
Okay, don't do it.
The question is why do you have to post about it? If you're so serious about doing it, then just do it. It'd be like somebody saying, hey, I'm gonna lose a bunch of weight, or I'm gonna start exercising, or I'm gonna start eating healthy. Instead of telling everybody what you're gonna do, just do it. That's
just do it. Do it.
Is weak.
Do it.
It's not happening. You guys lost me. Like, congratulations. You won the war, but you lost the bisexual battle.
Bisexual battle.
And I'm gonna act like an
Going to hell.
fucking woman because I'm fucking angry. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm angry as fuck, bro. I'm angry. I'm hurt. My feelings are fucking hurt.
Oh, somebody give her a cookie.
Always gonna come last.
Come on, somebody give her a cookie.
Like the attitude and mindset of a winning person who tells themselves these kinds of things. No wonder why you feel the need to drink. You could literally just change and not be struggling so much.
Son of a gun.
This shit is crazy. Y'all got black ass daughters.
Black ass daughters, okay.
And cause a problem.
You are your biggest enemy.
You are a problem.
But I'm dead ass serious when I say fuck you if you voted for Trump, and here's what I think about it.
Now that was one classy lady.
Yes. My immigrant mother just called me on the phone innocently asking me if she should start carrying her passport in case they start doing mass deportations to prove that she's a citizen.
You guys do know that they
If she's immigrant, how the hell she's a citizen?
First, most likely, a lot of people who are here actually might be fine if they just go under the radar and don't get pulled over for a DUI or for killing somebody or things like that. These people are so dramatic.
And here's what I think about it.
Stupid, man.
And I'm going to say this with my entire fucking chest.
No! No!
No, don't say it, man. You and them big floppy titties. Oh, man.
Are we serious right now?
Well, evidently.
Are we serious? The sad music montage, bitch. What in the fuck? I'm mad as hell. What the fuck is going on? Y'all sitting here crying. I'm crying too. I'm mad. What did y'all do?
We should just start leaving our dirty tampons everywhere. Because if men want so much control over us, they can deal with our dirty tampons.
Okay, so on one side of the story, they're saying, okay, we're not gonna do it anymore. And then on the other side, they're saying that men control them? Girl, make up your mind.
Okay, so since Trump won the election, we're cooked, yup.
I'm gonna be leaving the U.S. and I'm gonna be moving to Hawaii. So
It's the U.S., you dummy.
You got to be kidding me.
Man,
Are you
that's
serious?
stupid, bro.
Did you really just say that you're moving to Hawaii? You're moving out of the country? Oh my god.
Man, what dumbasses.
Lock him up! And, let me guess, next you're going to be cheering that they should try to assassinate him. Seriously, we need to protect Donald Trump at all costs.
You damn right we do.
Calling sick from work today.
6 years. 6 fucking years. It took us 6 fucking years to get our citizenship. I know people. I know some people need more time. I know some people don't ever get their citizenship. But we worked so hard for it. She worked so hard for it. I was just we came here because she wanted a better life for us. She wanted a better education for us. She wanted a better future. And now
There's a right way of doing things and there's a wrong way of doing things. And you can't expect to get the right outcome by doing the wrong thing.
now this all gonna be taken away because of him. Because of that stupid. Oh my God. Stupid fucking.
Mira, hijita. Latino America is beautiful. If you hate our administration so bad, then why are you complaining about being here? If it's so horrible and you hate our immigration laws, then go to a different country where things would be more accepting, I guess.
I voted for the felon.
Like as if this is Snow White or something, and it's like a kid's movie.
That's a lie, bro. I voted for the
A
felon.
hero for screaming at the camera.
Yes, again. Not coming back. I'm never coming back.
Good.
Bye-bye.
Don't make all promises, bro.
There is the door right there. Farewell, madam.
He's ruining my life, her life, every person in this country.
If you're a Trump supporter, you're ugly and dumb.
Okay.
Thanks.
What else? I've already been called garbage by our president, so bring it on.
And that's sad for you.
Good. We're not sad for us
I
either.
don't even realize how ugly and dumb you are. Just scum. Bottom of the barrel scum. Literal pond scum. Go fuck yourself.
Thanks.
Also, Donald Trump supporters,
Do it that way.
my comments with those stupid copy paste laughing emojis. I would love to go on every single one of your profiles and reply with a personal insult. Because all of you are so worth insulting. It's not even hard. Because again, ugly and dumb.
Okay, Mark Cuban. Some inspiration from Mr. Mark Cuban. Is that really the best you can do? Talk about anything that Trump supporters support, the policies or the reasons why we believe he'd be an incredible president. You're really just going to go so low. Of course, because that's what Kamala Harris did her entire campaign. It was always an insult. It was always putting Trump supporters down. They're Nazis. They're garbage. Person who looks kind of like Peanut the Squirrel. R.I.P. Peanuts. All you can say about the election results was that everybody who supported Trump is ugly. Come on. How many mirrors do you have in your house?
I've been crying for 24 hours. I went to work and was working while this year is coming down. I've ruined my contact.
It's just so weird how they try to make it your fault. They're like, guys, I'm crying. And that's your fault that I can't control my own emotions.
I'm tired. I'm numb. I'm struggling to know what happens next. But
It's like these people think like World War III is gonna break out, which could have happened if Kamala Harris got elected. But yet nothing's gonna happen. Like everything's gonna stay the same.
I mean, it really ain't, man.
And they're acting like, I'm so scared. I'm so nervous. Of what? Of what? They act like some black shadow is gonna come through the door and just like grab them. Chill out.
the one question I do have is, how do we keep each other safe?
We're going to keep showing up. We're going to keep working together.
I'd be not going in them women bathrooms there, bro. You'll be jailed now.
Yes, and you're allowed to post this video. Nothing is changing. That's freedom of speech. That's what we voted for. That's what won. That is why you can post these videos. That's why you have internet access, unlike in a communist government. Bro.
Like, really trying not to have a mental breakdown right now. And what, like, really? Oh my God.
I can't believe there's that many stupid people, bro. I mean, really.
What's so frustrating is that, like, we're the first generation of women that have really, like, been able to have...
Man, my mama burned their brows for you motherfuckers act like this. That's a good waste of brows.
Qualified? Have you ever heard her speak? She goes in loops. What do you mean she's qualified? I will never vote for a female president if she's gonna be like Kamala Harris. I will be fine with having a male president until I'm dead if they are like Kamala Harris.
If Hillary hadn't been so bad, she wouldn't have been bad.
But white people,
You know.
white women especially, at this moment, do not go to your black, your indigenous, your immigrant, your queer, your trans. Do not go to that person in your life that you feel is a little bit more oppressed than you are, because obviously you're feeling fucking oppressed, and ask for, like,
We are.
help with it. I don't care how you voted. I don't care how fucking hard.
As if people identify their families and friends with certain labels and that's all that they think about them. That's what I find incredibly sad about the woke community, is that they just cannot stop labeling other people and themselves, and they're freaking about it, acting like these labels that they push so heavily are being taken away from them, and they finally just have to see people as people.
You work. I don't care. I don't care. You're not an exception to this.
Oh, yeah?
Just so we're clear.
Red rum, red. Oh, look at it. Oh my goodness. This is insane. I am just really put off by this. Oh my goodness. It looks like she is having some type of spasm attack.
Spasm. Man, I've had those stuff in there lately myself, man. Woke son of a bitches.
In the spectrum of my emotions towards people who look like me. But then you go and do something and totally fucking blow it out of me.
I have never seen this style of Tai Chi before.
To know that there are people that I passed today in the world, on the street, in the store, that potentially voted to take away my rights and the rights of my friends and the rights
What
of my
rights
family,
do you lose, bro?
shakes me to my fucking core.
What rights? Please elaborate.
These people live among us, and they look at us like they have done.
Well, really, what rights did you lose? I'd love to know.
It's a football game. It's red versus blue. But to us, it's our fucking lives.
Red versus blue. No, I vote for the integrity of a person.
Because they lied.
I truly do.
For this 2024 election fiasco is to be a menace to men on dating apps. I'm going to re-download probably just Tinder and Hinge.
I mean, honestly, I always have. I vote for the person. I don't vote for the if they're Republican or Democrat. I'd have voted for RFK, bro. That's a fact. He's what the Democrats used to be. I mean, no, I was honestly a Democrat for over 30 years, dude. That's no shit. Not that I really was one. I've always had conservative values. It's just that always they were different. They were different back then, bro. We didn't have Nancy Pelosi. We didn't have Chuck Schumer. We didn't have all this AOC and the squad and all this woke shit. I mean, they genuinely were out to help the American people. It's
the election just off of the mail vote. There was so many proud MAGA women that they're forgetting about. I don't think it would have been possible for him to win if there wasn't hundreds of thousands of women who proudly would cast our vote for Donald Trump. So what about us? Why are you guys forgetting about us? Why are they acting like Donald Trump winning was an attack against women? It's somebody else's vote, and they're so angry.
Just had a very productive meeting with my study abroad counselor. I'm gonna go to Europe and I'm gonna find where I wanna live in the future. I'll come back to America for a second, get my life together, and then move. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking?
No, I hope you're not.
Of the country and the wealth and the fact that we have the world currency reserve, the dollar, and then I'll go and I'll spend my money in other countries, but then I'll come back here just when it's convenient. Good, go do that, have fun, and don't come back.
People think I'm joking. Guys, first of all, I'm not gonna move today because I'm in college and I have a life. It takes a lot to move
But I will though. I'm gonna move to the UK just like all the celebrities said they're gonna do so, and I'm not gonna do it right now though. I will do it later though, just not right now. If it settles down and people stop talking about it, then I will not do it.
But guess what? I'm immigrating. I'm gonna be an immigrant outside. People from countries they feel unsafe in.
Okay.
Bye. If
Bye.
you are so unsafe here, then leave. Go.
I agree.
See safe you are in some of these other
Honestly,
countries, girl, and good luck. You better find some confidants, people that can protect you and tell you what streets to walk on if you think that you're unsafe here. Give me a break. This is one of the safest countries in the world. And please, I hope that this girl documents her entire journey so we can laugh at her.
They don't just immigrate for no reason. The illegal immigrants you're scared of are just people trying to get a better life.
Now that the orange turd has won, we should now rename America Hell, because it is going to be hell on earth.
The orange turd, bro. I mean, really, is that what you got to say about the president?
So buckle up. Hope you freaking Republicans are happy.
Yep, we are. We're very happy.
Well,
none of your rights.
Sad to see you in that situation, bro.
You can still talk however you want. You can post whatever
Be
you
honest,
want.
kind of sad to see you in like that.
That you can do all of this.
I'm out of here.
White women are using blue bracelets to signal to people, to especially black and brown women, that we are safe.
Are you sure that you're safe around all of the other people that we just saw in this video?
I both so, man. I mean,
a blue bracelet we need to wear because I want to
Me checking that I don't have any blue bracelets on.
make sure that nobody ever thinks that
I want to know who's on my side. I want to know who I can trust or not. And these are the people who are so sad that our country's not going to be united because Kamala didn't get elected. And yet they are still trying to divide us even after the election, even after a president won who wants to unite as a country, no matter who you are, no matter what you believe in anymore at this point.
I'm scared, man. I mean, no honesty, it's,
Put all of your women's
I'm kind of
stuff
scared
and
here, bro.
everything aside. Finally, we can do good as a nation and we can have world peace.
I am one of the apparently majority of white women who voted for Donald Trump.
Okay.
I do not want you ever to think that I was one of them.
Oh, one of them. One of the bad kind. One of those women that voted for Donald Trump. Oh, one of those? Oh, man. I just can't even imagine being even the thought of somebody mistaking you for one of those. Oh, just the worst type of being that could exist on our planet. Oh, goodness. Lady. You guys act like you were so accepting to everybody. I could literally say I spilled hot ramen noodle juice on me when I was 3 and I burnt my hand and I'm like a victim for that. and you would be so sad for me, and you'd be like, you know what, she needs a scholarship. We need to put her as like, some random company. She's really like, people can victimize themselves however, and yet after these people have attacked Trump supporters so much, they don't even think, hey, this is kind of messed up that we're treating them and insulting them so badly. What? They just deserve it, I guess. They will give any person any supportive edge if they just say, oh, I'm a woman and I had it really hard and I grew up in a middle-class family. But when somebody acts normal and they just want to work hard and maybe move up in the company if they give it their all, they don't want to support them. They only want people who victimize themselves to get ahead in life. It's really bizarre.
So, is there a particular bracelet? Do we just make it ourselves? Is there a black woman-owned company that we can get these bracelets from? Because, honey, we owe them. We owe them big.
Pushed around and seeing others get pushed around has given me a lot of anger, but we can get stuff done with anger. And to all the queer kids watching, I know how discouraging this must be for you. I wish I could tell you that your generation is the one that's going to have it much easier, but it's not. We didn't pick this fight. This fight was picked for us, but we had a choice. Either fight it or roll over, and I refuse to roll over. So take today, get yourself together, drink water, cuddle your dog, and tomorrow, gear up, because we got work to do, baby.
Poor man isn't going to be able to push LGBTQ agendas in schools anymore. He's not going to be able to indoctrinate our kids. This poor guy, he's really struggling. He just needs to cuddle his doggy today.
People voted for. Because I'm sorry, but if you're gonna vote for a felon, racist, misogynistic, idiot, Cheeto of a man, and...
Okay, so you said all of these things, and then you insult somebody for the color of their skin. Tell me how that makes sense.
Own that, like, you should have to own that decision, and that should be public knowledge, and your future employers should know, and your future, anyone you encounter should be able to look that up, because who the F are these 73 million people that did this?
Me? When somebody says, oh, what's your YouTube channel? I give it to them, sweetheart. They see I have no problem sharing this, and there's plenty of support for it. Weirdo.
I would love to know.
If you would have told me the app Hinge was somehow involved with this election, I believe you, because the way I've never deleted that app quicker in my entire life post-election. We're not. We're done. We're done dating. Like, I'm not even entertaining it anymore. I'm not even entertaining the other men for money or like free food on dates.
It's funny, like, how hypocritical they're being. They're like, I'm not even gonna, like, post videos anymore. I'm not even gonna, like, entertain it. I'm not even gonna, like,
ain't we entertaining?
because I'm just, like, so done. I'm not even
Stupid people. I like
We're all
that.
watching this video right now, so just know that I'm just, like, I'm not even gonna talk about this anymore.
Okay.
What are you doing,
Thanks.
you insane psycho?
It's like, no, like that's over. It's completely all locked up now. Absolutely not.
What a weirdo. It looks like she's doing like some type of spell on you. I'm so done. I'm like not doing this anymore. Like you would totally want some of this. Like, bro, what are you doing? You're
Some
so
of this,
weird.
maybe.
You watch too many music videos.
I don't like the stupid turkeys. All right, let's just knock that stupid shit off, please. All right. I did. I said I was leaving, and then the following day, get that through your dumb heads. The following day, I turned around and I said that there's no chance in the world that I'm leaving my country. Thank you very much. All right. I'm not leaving anyway. You.
Why? Why not? It's so bad here. You're struggling so much with the turkey on your head. That looks so difficult, you know, to have a really nice iPhone and living in a country where all of these things are so easily available. You can just walk into an Apple store and buy the latest technology in the world. And many other countries don't have this privilege. They have to buy Chinese knockoffs, or they have to buy them secondhand, or they have to import them across the country, and then they're more expensive because you're paying with all the taxes and all the fees for importing it. But no, you are so privileged to have a turkey on your head right now, and it's making you so angry.
Yeah, turkey head.
You're not going to leave anymore? Why not? that maybe in another country you can buy a Nokia phone, and then you won't have to struggle with the turkey on your head anymore. Go do that. Come on, you look like you would enjoy life as a passport, bro, in some...
Yeah, you tell him, turkey head.
Have some fun. Get out of here.
Leaf is my country.
Suddenly he gets a joy and pride for being an American. If he's like, if Trump gets elected, I'm leaving, and I don't like this country if Trump gets elected. And then Trump gets elected and he's like, this is my country and I am a proud citizen. And but this turkey keeps popping up on my head.
And I have every right, every single right within which to turn around when we stop so we can... All right, 2 seconds, I'm gonna end up blocking this idiot.
Guys, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel right now. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hey, my girl. I see one of them on the...
So this one is by the Poor Man's Podcast Reacts. This is like 32 minutes of meltdowns, boys.
Yeah.
Reaper 499 Gamza talks about him winning over 50% of Latino men vote. As a Latino male that voted for him, that shocked me. What happened? You know what it is that if you really think about it, people are... Let me lower this real quick. If you want to know about like the Latino people, let's just be honest, they're hardworking people, right? Mm-hmm. And if your dollar ain't going all
good workers, bro. Really good workers.
Inflation's going through the roof, and they're just going to keep going and going and going.
I mean, they really are. I'm not just saying that.
We've seen how they've attacked men already, and we're going to get to that today as well. I think that's part of it. Also, I don't think people like the idea of patronizing people or talking down to them as if they're children. Oh, you know, you need to vote, you need to do this, you need to do that because you're one of the marginalized groups. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. It's just crazy. People don't want to hear that shit no more. All right, let's take a peek at this one. Thank you, I greatly appreciate that, Reaper. When woke liberals realized that Donald Trump won. By the way, guys, there was protests too in the streets. Okay, I got up to about right here, but I'm gonna go back. Let's increase the volume. Here we go. Yo, we're off to a good start.
There's no hope. No.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Immediately.
Who do you vote for? Who do you vote for?
Actually, first. Smoke screen
I voted blue. How about you?
Of course. What a surprise.
You did for real? Got it here.
Oh.
You want to see something?
Sure.
Give her a reason. Can you like give me a reason you voted blue?
Okay, so people who come into
I believe Kamala's gone.
have freedom and availability.
I believe Barack Obama will take it in the behind.
Right.
I just don't know what to say. That motherfucker Barack Obama is gay.
You can tell she felt a shot go up that spine.
Okay.
Let me take this in the kitchen, bro. Now, again. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I voted for Trump, just so you know. Voted for Trump. I did vote for one Democrat. He lost. He lost. That was for governor. But
Black is still living in the hood. Oh my God!
I kind of figured he'd lost, but I really didn't want to give my vote to the Republican that voted that run for governor. So I voted for the Democrat on the ballot, because I thought that the guy proved himself and that he was capable of the job. In all honesty. I mean, in all honesty, I truly did. I felt that he more than proved himself, and that he had the old cord values of the Dems. And
So you ready to leave the world behind? You know once the world go to shit, Trump ain't gonna come help us, right?
Oh, say that.
We are about to enter a political period that will have consequences for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
We cannot give up.
Yeah.
We now find ourselves.
How about one keeps office, man? AOC, bro.
Just look at the face, man. We got some stress going on already. Holy moly. You missing Fidel Castro now or something?
That has precedent.
She's Puerto Rican, bro.
I believe.
Hey, if you miss Fidel Castro,
Don't go on her.
Canada. I heard he's got a son.
Don't go on her from where she's from, bro.
Where there are.
I don't like that rhetoric down on anybody from where they're from or whatever like that. Sure, politics is politics, but don't attack people from their looks, where they're from, or their sexual preferences and stuff. That's up to them, bro. I'm not about that. I'm not about that, man.
The military on U.S. citizens that he deems his domestic political enemies.
That was Biden. That was Biden, anyway.
Authoritarians.
They talked about doing that.
That he affiliates closely with and strongmen abroad in regimes like that. It is not uncommon to jail political dissidents or legislative opponents.
That truly was. That was Biden. Biden talked about putting them on us over guns. He said if he's out of AKs there was good there. We won't be worth a shit against the F-14.
Whatever the fuck. Ain't nobody acting like better lose.
I got pause this right here, boys. Do we have a translator? What is she saying? I could barely understand what the sentences she's trying to sing, put together. String together. Like what?
However, y'all need to leave me the fuck alone. Because I got one more fucking cigarette in me before I start lighting your asses up. Alright? And that's where to the United States of motherfucking America. Yeah.
Oh, this is okay. This is the first time I get to see these.
Racist, sexist, anti-gay.
Hey, wait, they're shouting my name.
Racist, sexist, anti-gay.
Yo, they're giving me a shout out, yo.
Yeah, I'd say, bro.
Chicago, Illinois, what a surprise. My life is not yours to mandate.
This shit knows what they lost. I mean, honestly, it's this stuff right here. That's why they lost,
Boys,
man.
how many people do you think called in? Remember, when they're talking about, I'm still in shock. I'm not gonna be able to go to work today. I need to take the day off. How many people?
That's like half of Chicago and LA, bro.
Even had jobs to begin with. I'm looking at these protests.
Yeah, I'm not like you, bro.
Just walk around doing nothing all day, eh?
Must be, bro. Must be.
That's why they voted for Trump. Because it's the prices are getting too damn high. So the people with jobs could actually feel the pressure. These people, however, they didn't feel that pressure. That's why they thought Kamala was going to win. Because they're crazy. Ain't got no jobs.
Ways to leave the country as an American. Sorry guys, I simply cannot smile at the moment. It's been a long 24 hours. If you're under 30, consider the Australia or New Zealand working holiday visa. Granted, this is a temporary fix, but Australia allows American citizens up to 3 years on a working holiday, and New Zealand offers 1.
Oh,
So
just go.
through the next 4. These visas are both really easy.
You gonna go to Australia? You gonna go to Australia? Crikey. Look at the size of that bitch. Yeah, really? All right, go enjoy your mandated boosters, eh?
To apply for, they cost around $450. I personally did a year in Australia. I have a lot of videos about that. I'm happy to tag you if you need more info. If you have a way to make an income online, consider a digital nomad visa.
Look at the
Lots of different
hormone
countries offer this. It's
blockers.
typically a 1-year stay. For this option, I would look into countries like Portugal, Costa Rica, or Albania. Another option you can consider is teaching English in another country. Now, granted, this is going to be a lot easier if you do have a college degree, but there are some countries that allow you to work as an English teacher without a degree. Just get your TOEFL certificate online. It typically just takes a few weeks to complete that. And if you don't have a degree, I would recommend looking into countries in Southeast Asia or Eastern Europe. Another option is looking into opportunities based on your heritage. If you have grandparents that came from somewhere that is not America, you can look into that country and see what kind of visa or residency programs they offer. For example, I know a lot of us have Irish heritage. If you have a grandparent who is an Irish citizen, you can look into getting.
Girl, you don't want to go to Ireland.
If you have a specialized skill, look at that skill might be at a deficit around the world. For example, I know Canada is willing to sponsor for tech or healthcare typically.
Yo, if you're interested, Canada has some really interesting healthcare options. If you don't like Trump, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got some nice
I think
ones.
they had one healthcare option. It was called like Delete or something like that. It's crazy. Flynn, membership for two months. Thank you, my man. I greatly appreciate that. He's got, what are your thoughts on the Electoral College? I voted for the more competent administration that I know will do best to what Trump said. That's probably like a deeper topic that I'd have to go into another time. But all I would say is that, at least in this point, it seems to have worked, especially since 20 million voters have to have disappeared, right? I wonder what happened to those people. Maybe the took them out. I don't know. Maybe they were just individuals who happened to live in semi-trucks right around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Australia and New Zealand are always looking for teachers and nurses, and Denmark and Germany both.
Thank you, dude.
I personally am working diligently on my exit plan. Stay safe out there, guys.
I'm going to get drunk and I'm going to act like an angry black fucking woman because I'm fucking angry!
Yeah, we get angry about that.
I'm angry as fuck, bro.
Dude,
she's angry, baby.
Look at the mouth.
Angry, I'm hurt. My feelings are fucking
Thank you,
hurt.
Shaw.
We always
God bless,
finish
man.
last. We always come fucking last to everybody. Even on
Bullshit, girl.
And you niggas mamas be black.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get drunk and cause a problem.
I think you already are drunk.
PSA for any of the ladies.
What are you saying?
I'm gonna get drunk and cause a problem, okay?
There's a lot of big conversations happening now that we have the results of the election. One of them being no-fault divorce. That is a type of divorce that allows you to end your marriage without needing to prove that anyone is at fault. So
I've got three of them.
Accomplish that, which is going to make you divorcing your husband a lot harder. So here's what that potential change could mean for you. You're gonna have to prove that your husband did something wrong.
This is, actually this right here is straight up evil. This is straight up evil. First of all, no-fault divorce is an abomination. Second, you're putting on the wrong makeup. It should be white foundation, right? Like, let's fix this for you. This is what it really should be. Let me grab this. What this shit should, oh my gosh. Look at that schnauzer. Let's fix that schnauzer, shall we? Alright. Let's go. Hey, let me click it. Right here. See? And then we gotta get like the white foundation. Right? Oh, we're looking a little bit better now, boys. This is the makeup tutorial you really should be doing right now. Alright? Let's go up here. You're obviously a liberal loony. We gotta color that hair a little bit, right? Yo!
Liberal loony.
Let's put a smile on that face. You wanna know how I got these scars? Which ones you talking about? You talking about your top surgery scars? Did you cut the bobs off? Huh? Which scars we talking about? Wanna know how I got these hormone blockers? Hold up, I got a donation. I gotta see it. Short Carl, thank you, dude. I greatly appreciate you being here. All right, let's continue.
Which can be even more expensive, emotionally draining, and time-consuming. Legal battles over fault can keep you in an endless and very expensive fight. Removing no-fault divorce could mean higher conflict in court, which is certainly not ideal for your kids or you. Without no-fault divorce, you lose the freedom to decide when to leave your marriage. Your private
See, and then they wonder why dudes they don't want to get married. Someone said something along the lines of, don't enter into a contract when one party is rewarded for breaking it. You're not even loyal. Your options, like, you're married and the first thing that you're coming up with is like, I'm ready to run at any moment now. That's not what marriage is about. Remember when people say through sickness, through health, you know, till death do us part? Does it say until you're not happy, do us part? Nah, bitch. But you don't even know what you're swearing anymore. Plastic King, $5 saying my good man, morning brother Gamza. People like them who talk about having high education should get off their high horse and look in the mirror. Yeah, dude. Maybe they should look at an actual book for once instead of their social studies.
Decision could be left up to someone else's idea of what's right. So if you're unhappy in your marriage, now might be the time to act. Protect your right to choose what is best for you and your kids before it's taken away. Because the reasons that you want to leave your marriage are no one else's fucking business.
What do you do, man? Like, if she loses, right? What's your next tech? Is it just shitting on Trump for 4 years, waiting for the next?
I think basically it's finding out what are the 5 things that matter the most to me in terms of like how I live my life, and then which countries around here have those 5 things available.
You're doing this
and then which one do I go to?
Oh my god. Actually, you would want to go to one that also isn't going to be so easily toppled to just be the next.
Yeah, this is also the same guy who had an open marriage with his wife, and then she left him for a femboy. You heard that right. He was having an open marriage with his wife. She was sleeping around with like hundreds of dudes. And then she left his ass for a femboy who was in a dress. Yeah, that's how you know he makes good decisions. Trump.
You want a sick segue?
Okay, so we're closing in at almost 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I've been tracking everything that's been going on across the country today. And my most important encounter was when I went out to get my champagne. I was talking to the guy in the store.
I thought she was going to say manager. She would go get the manager.
Him, did he vote? And he said he did early voting, and he asked me if I early voted. And he asked me, you know, why I was getting the champagne, and I said because I'm going to be toasting Madam President tonight. And he just
I hear you, Flynn. Thank you, dude.
Kind of like a smirk on his face. And I said, you know, she's going to win this, right? And he says, oh, well, it's very, very close. And I said, no, it's not.
Shout out to Darkin, boys. Give him a salute. Thank you.
No, it's not. The women
100%.
of America
God bless you, dude.
are making their voices heard. Reproductive rights is what it all comes down to.
Every
and
time.
Women are voting in numbers relative to men that are unbelievable. She's won this. And I said to him, she's going to take every one of the swing states plus Iowa.
Boys, can you give Darkin a salute for me? 10 gifted subs, 100%. I thank you for that. Aren't you guys tired of them calling it reproductive rights? Remember, your rights end where another's begins. That's rights stem from property, right? But you have a right to life as well. So your right ends where another begins. It's not reproductive rights. We're just trying to say, hey, can you stop deleting? You always talk about, please, somebody think of the children. Yet you're deleting them in mass droves. You're crazy. You're insane.
I said, oh, the numbers are so close. I said, I'm a political analyst. I'm telling you right now, the numbers are there. She's taking this election. And then I said to him, you realize, and he didn't tell me who he voted for, but of course I knew. And I said, you do realize you wasted your vote, right? And I didn't care. And I walked out with my bottle of champagne and happily walked home. Bye-bye.
What is the lesson that your party should have learned?
Well, the Democratic Party...
the first thing that this dude should have said is, why the long face? Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, it's Maxine Waters, brother. I mean,
face. Look at the size of that thing. Damn. Point of view, you're in the woman's bathroom and one of them trannies is trying to peek through the door. Oh shit. Yo, you know how scary that's gotta be? Oh man, you're in the woman's bathroom and you can see like this face like trying to peek. Oh shit, dude, all right.
Worked very hard. And they raised, substantial sum of money. We had great candidates. And so Trump had a following, basically generally led by whites. White males voted in big numbers. He had a few the other race groups that joined in, like the Latinos at 45%, and black men at about the same rate that they did when they voted for him before at about 20%, that combination won. And so it is not that Democrats did not work hard, did not do a great job. We had an unusual situation where we had a black woman, which this country has never seen before. A combination of all of those things led to his win.
I will not
every time
push back on the idea that race and sex matter.
Thriller music is
American
playing.
politics.
Oh shit!
I think they do.
Thank you, Lancer.
I don't know that it was the controlling variable, and you don't suggest otherwise. To me, it seemed to be that the Democrats thought Trump stinks is enough.
Michael Jackson
and Senator Bernie Sanders said something that reminded me of you, which is why I wanted you on the show tonight, Maxine, which is Democratic Party used to be, we are all about...
Wait, Bernie Sanders said something that reminded of her? Was he talking about a retired horse? Thank you guys for the donations. It's hard to keep up with these.
Doing for working people. That's what we do. That's what Mario Cuomo's party, that's what Maxine Waters' party was. You are now seen as not that, even by Bernie Sanders.
Thank you, House Shaw. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man. I mean...
Let's go! Damn, dude! Even the prisoners wanted it. I remember people were talking about if Harris wins that she should free Diddy. That shit was funny, man.
Hope the tariffs don't end your business. I hope not, because you're gonna have to find a job because they can't pay for your welfare anymore.
Oh shit! Damn!
Oh Lord!
Oh man!
Be a good wife and do exactly how you
Oh shit!
Oh, that's a cut there, bro.
Okay, ladies, the master plan is working. All right, women are showing up in record numbers at the polls to vote. When you vote, it is private. Nobody will know. You can go home to that red hat wearing man. You can kiss him on the mouth, and you can say, "Baby, I too wish that you were orange and had a yellow toupee. I love you. Just go vote."
Did you guys vote?
Insane.
Yes, we did. For Kamala?
No. For Kanye West.
It's not funny anymore.
Oh!
For Kanye West.
Oh, why did you have to pan the camera that way?
It's not 2016. That's bad.
Donald Trump is the new president!
True.
All right, bitches!
Thank you, Flynn.
Trump is president! Losing streak is over! I just made $10,000 in crypto!
Oh, $10,000, nice.
This Kamala shit is dead ass, bro. Yo, while I'm parking my car this morning, I see a lady. I'm like, yo, have a wonderful day. She damn near spit at me, talking about, fuck you, Trump is president. The fuck you mad at me for? My niggas, they not now, bro. It's straight fuck men. I open Instagram and they killing us. They saying we not worth the fuck it took to make us. I'm not worth the fuck it took to make me, cause another man is president? What the fuck you saying fuck me for? I voted for Kamala. I went in that booth and voted for Kamala. Why is it fuck me? The ladies is mad at us.
How you lying for, bro?
See, why did you even choose that to begin with? You gave in to the pressure, didn't you? How on earth could you ever vote for that? You're crazy, man. You get what you deserve. I mean, if someone's gonna spit on me, I'd rather it be for the decision that I actually made, right? You voted for the wrong person, dude.
New York. Kamala won in New York. Why you mad at us? Go talk to the niggas in Dallas. They Why is it niggas in New York City? Niggas in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Manhattan. Apologizing on behalf of niggas in Kentucky. She won over here, bro. She won in here, she won in Cali, she won in Pennsylvania. Go holler at them.
She won one in Pennsylvania, bro.
Hellcats, she lost in Georgia. Go take their charges. They saying it all. They saying we hate women, bro. They saying, oh, we'd rather see a convicted felon as president. We'd rather a racist with a C and a P in the White House rather than see a woman run the country and shit. And I'm just saying, like, yo, bro, she won in New York. Be mad at the Atlanta niggas. I drive a Beamer. I don't drive a Charger. And bro, if we really keeping it a buck, bro,
She's teleporting to different areas.
So I'm just as mad as y'all.
The most educated.
Sure, yeah.
These women are all spitting on you. Does that mean that they're all turning into Haktua girls?
Haktua girls?
People would not vote for Trump. See, what a load of crap. Honestly, you're such a moron. You think that if you vote right wing, if you're right wing, then you're stupid. No, you're thick. You're undereducated. Trump took out an ad in the New York Post. Why do you think that if you're undereducated, you're right wing? Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Politics, and I don't know. Politics is one thing. The right.
When you voted for Trump, but you're in a Democratic household, night of the election, or yeah.
Right and wrong is wrong. This is about humanity. Are you recording me?
Yeah, for my safety. Can I get your name back?
Guys, look at the love. Love is love, right? Oh shit, dude.
No.
Them hot to it girls, huh? Gotta love them hot to it girls.
The bullshit that's being thrown at you.
The irony. Do research. You seem like to be like a walking textbook. Teach me, bitch. What do you got to say? Oh, you just got to understand the issues. Name 5 right now. If you can't, I'm voting for Trump. Even though it was already done by then, but still, that's the way that I'd be putting it.
Nothing that he did when he was office or wants to do now. Concepts of plans.
Concepts of plans.
On you in any type of entry-level position you would have now. Nothing that he could do would affect your finances.
Yeah.
Not in 4 years, not in 8 years. It ain't gonna happen.
Preach more. Not even 10.
But you need to know the things that he actually stands for and the things that he actually believes in or doesn't. Because it's ugly. It's ugly. He's just an ugly person at his core.
Oh boy, lady, I meant my guy.
I'm being serious. I'm not playing.
Damn. Damn, dude. What a bunch of insufferable people to be around.
I have a question. Why aren't Gen Z men being honest about voting for Trump? Why are Gen Z men, lying and pussyfooting around? When we know, there was a video of some Penn students today being asked who they're going to vote for. Most of the boys were like, oh, we're undecided. I don't know how it's going to go. You're fucking lying. You can tell by the look in your eye you're going to vote for Trump. There's one white boy on a tangent about how white men don't feel seen by Kamala Harris. And it's like, you need to feel seen. It's just, I don't understand.
Well, that's why they don't want to talk about it if that's the case. Because dumb bitches like you just dismiss it entirely. You don't want to hear anything. All you want to do is lecture. So why would they share anything with you when you're just going to dismiss it?
See the need to be seen all the time. You can't just back somebody up. So if Trump wins tonight, I'm not gonna be surprised.
From what I've heard, Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. So
Mom doesn't want you to look like this.
So much fatherless behavior.
Happy camper. That's right.
Well, certain people got mad at me because it was like, I was vouching for Trump. Well, my question is, what you gonna do about it? What you was gonna do about it, though?
Oh. Cry, probably.
Look me up. What you was gonna do about it?
Yes, sir. Donald Trump's about to win.
Thank you, Flynn.
Go upstairs. Go upstairs. I can't believe you like him.
I hear you out, dude.
That likes Donald Trump ought to be targeted.
I think most people didn't mind saying it.
Bob, why do you say that, though? Yes, sir. Trump 2024. Trump 2024.
Notice how it's all these rebellious women. It's like I told you before, Satan, he's all for a woman's right to choose. That's why he spoke to Eve and not Adam. He didn't want to go to the man of the household. Try to circumvent that stuff.
And I like that he didn't actually plan to ban abortion. He just brought it back to the States.
Okay, so let's keep it together, people. I haven't changed my map. Check it out. I still have Harris is getting 349 electoral votes.
Oh my God!
I know a lot of you are sleeping better because we're having discussions and you're starting to realize this is very realistic. I also have people saying not only that—
Dude, how wrong he was. The fact, dude, we had Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia.
Yeah, I know, bro. That's,
You even got North Carolina up there as blue. You're a fool,
they
dude.
agree with me on Florida, but so many people are telling me to change Texas to blue.
They're insane,
Still
dude.
Leave it at red. Look at how many votes we have to play with. Don't listen to CNN.
And Florida
or any
came
of
in
them.
red like that.
They're just going straight off these weird polls, and they keep saying everyone's neck and neck. No, I think she's going to get Arizona, Nevada, and the blue wall.
Dude, I was in Florida. I went to Florida. All I seen was Trump signs. I don't think I seen a single sign of anything else but Trump. Florida turned red like that, dude.
Michigan, Minnesota,
Florida man wasn't playing around.
Wisconsin, Illinois, Pennsylvania. It's going to be a landslide. I think they're going to call it Tuesday night too. I don't care what Trump plans on doing.
Is anyone else having a meltdown? I don't know how to do this.
No, I'm having a melt up, dude.
I'm so
good.
stressed. How you can't look out into the world, into the people of this country and see what's happening. And how hard we're all fighting for our rights not to be taken away.
oh my God, man, what the hell is wrong with these idiots?
1 minute over the pain of this situation and then hysterically crying the next minute, watching so many people come together and women from around the world supporting us and cheering us on. I am 48 years old and I have never experienced anything like this and never thought I would in this country. It's like I can
Just let it go. The eggs are long gone. Just let it go.
feel
You don't have to worry about
pain
fetus
and the
deletus.
fear from every single person. I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to get through the next
Buy 5 more cats? I don't know.
couple days.
Buy 5 more cats, okay?
Is anyone else having a meltdown? I don't know.
Hi, everybody. Just a quick reminder, if you're watching the election results tonight, I just want to make you aware of something called a red mirage. That's when some of the rural counties come in because they're earlier and faster.
Thank you, Flynn.
Because there are fewer votes to count. So don't panic if you hear people or see kind of Donald Trump winning in some of these swing states, because that happened before in 2020.
Jeffrey
And as the votes
Dahmer.
come in from bigger urban areas, the results change. So I thought that would be helpful for you all to know as you watch everything that's going on tonight. Anyway, happy election day.
We have now let
She sounds like she eats
misinformation
cigarettes.
become the accepted information. It has washed over us. Elon Musk, he buys Twitter, and then he uses it almost exclusively to be a propaganda machine, and we've accepted it.
The
We've
irony.
accepted a narrative that despite an actually great economic recovery, the vibes don't feel good. So we want to reject it and get some.
The absolute irony of these people trying to call X like a propaganda machine. X is at least a platform, right? You're supposed to be a news network. You're supposed to be reporting. Instead, you're peddling propaganda. It's just crazy.
Else. And the person we are now betting on to change all of it is Donald Trump, a man who did two almost
Thank you, Kill Team.
impossible
Exactly.
things. He won the American presidency twice, and he drove a casino into the ground. What will the future hold now that America has just decided that we're going to F around and find out?
Just woke up this morning feeling spicy.
Oh no, not this dumb bitch. If I go over here and I go look at my YouTube warning, it's actually almost gone. I got, boys, 2 more days and I'm free. Hold up. Let me show you guys. So when I was talking about the election, YouTube got mad. And they sent me a warning and they forced me to do a re-education camp. Look, the warning is still on my account. Thank you, Dark, 100%. I'm free in 2 days. Yo, dude, 2 days, I'm free. 3 months. This was on my channel for 3 months for talking about the election. And they forced me to go through this whole thing talking about how I will not question any official results. I will accept it no matter what. Like it was just going through all this ridiculous shit. So YouTube, I just want to say whatever the official narrative is, I support it. You dumb bitches. All right. Anyways, yeah, dude, I'm almost free, dude.
You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I could tell.
Is this cutting off hair?
You've probably been using it downstairs instead, haven't you?
Down, right? I think that this is too... It's getting hair. Let's see here. Maybe I gotta cut it. Here we go. Have I given up on America? Yeah. I've also given up on
She hates men so much, she wants to look like one now.
Fuck coloring my hair. Fuck having my hair be long and luxurious. Fuck all that shit. Fuck being skinny. Fuck being hot. Fuck
God bless you, Dark and dude. I appreciate everything.
Patriarchy wants us to be, because clearly they don't give a shit about us. And I'm talking to you too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized
Thank you, Flynn, once again.
Required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared of a woman in power.
Flynn, he says, pretty sure we can legally question results. Not on this platform, dude. Not on this platform, dude. I had, that warning I had was permanent. Unless I took the training. And I had to take the training, so that way it turned into a 3-month thing. And if I got any other warnings, I was not allowed to live stream or upload videos no more. And Karn, $2, thank you, dude. Yeah, dude, now they have to accept those results, right? Yo, give my man Valiant Goat a salute, boys. He's giving you guys 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, dude.
That you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate so that you may eat from them. Yes.
You see, the reason why the crumbs fall off his plate is probably because he has a job and he can actually afford food. You know what a job is, right? Something that you don't have.
Cramps. I don't know how to work this thing, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's just do some cutting. You know why? Because this is taking too long. Here we go. Short hair we go.
Oh my God. She's going full Britney Spears, man.
We're cutting it off because fuck you. That's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. Crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy. So fucking crazy. You know what? It's been a day.
You need a husband.
9 years, 8 years, whatever it may be. Around this time, 8 years ago, it's one of the worst times of my life. It's when my life fell apart. Not because of this. Don't get too excited.
This is ridiculous. It's like just, you're acting like a child on camera.
I understand. I've heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now, women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. If you are a man, I will not be talking to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement from here on out. Here I am.
The 4B movement. The movement that I support is 2B. Let me show you, boys. 2B ass. This is the movement. Oh shit! Wait, what? Why is it taking me here? All right. Anyways, 2B is a video game character. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna escalate that quick. Oh, I'm not clicking on images. All right, that's not the movement I'm talking about. Okay, I was talking about 2B, the video game character. I don't want to click on images after that shit.
Better scissors. My hair. Cutting it all off. Probably painting a target on my back here, but whatever. At least I live in a state right now that has civil rights still. And we voted out Brandon Williams. Fuck that guy. Back to Texas. From whence he came. We also voted yes on Prop 1, which will codify into law some equal right protections in the New York State Constitution. So we did that at least. I don't know what the other fuckers are doing, but I don't know, man. We are embarrassing on the world stage. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Seriously? Oh, I've never had short hair before. Ever. It's kind of fun. All right, we're just going to keep chopping.
It's kind of fun.
This is literally going to
There's nothing to see here. Just break it down, boys.
I'm not going to dye it anymore. I'm going to try and grow it out anymore. I'm not going to style it anymore. Fucking done. I will not be giving my money to the beauty industry anymore. I will not be giving my money to anyone that helps.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I thought you guys... don't women always say they do it for themselves? They don't do it for men? I look this way because it's the way that I want to feel about myself. I don't do it for a man. I do it for myself. Hey, you lying bitch.
support misogyny and the patriarchy and keeping women down and making women think that we need to look a certain way or be a certain way or fuck you. Fuck you. Women, fucking stop dating men. Stop having sex with men. Stop talking to men. Divorce your husbands. Leave your fucking boyfriends. Leave that.
Can you imagine taking advice from a woman that is bitching and moaning and chopping her hair and couldn't even use like the shaver? And she's telling you, like, she's giving, this woman right here is giving you marital advice. Can you imagine that shit? The fuck? What's up, dude? Walk on the street. Hey, dude. I greatly appreciate it. Instantly when Kamal, hey, dude, that's nice. That's nice, dude.
About you. And I promise you.
See a bald woman, exactly. She's in protest.
I will shave your head if you want me to.
Excuse me, ma'am. Did you have lice? Or did you shave your head because Donald Trump won?
Depending on how this turns out. Do a little more trimming before we buzz it. Where's my
She just gets on her knees.
Ah! It's like, oh, don't cut your own hair. All right. When people tell me I can't do something, I want to fucking do it. Just entering my middle-aged era. Let's get the clippers out.
It's over, folks. It's over. They just announced that Donald Trump won Pennsylvania, and yeah, that's it. It's over. He's going to be the president again. And the amazing thing was, you're going to hear a lot of think pieces and, oh, it's this, and analysis, and, you know, people they look.
She looks like, I forgot what that one celebrity girl that was,
We'll go on that side of one there. It's something else. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, mountain them down, baby. Way.
I hope this person knows that this will make more people vote for whoever is going to make her do this next time.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries. But this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for.
This is the problem.
Okay.
You think they don't understand. Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
They know exactly what they voted for.
Hatred that they stand behind and how I am trying to be a good person.
This is the problem, is these people look at everything through a moral lens. Average people don't care about that.
Okay.
Why do you think we had lynchings? Why do you think Aztecs cut people's hearts out and rolled their corpse down the stairs? They burned Joan of Arc alive. This whole idea that all of these things, like all of this stuff, it's moral. Like, this isn't the way people are. They've never been like this. And nobody cares about the morality, about being a good person. That's crazy. It's stupid. Like, it's so delusional.
I'm not Catholic like they are, which is ironic because it's religion's supposed to make you love. But I could see it
religion is supposed to make you love. Really? I can think of a few exceptions to that.
Breaking me and my parents apart because they just don't get it, and they don't get
you now, okay.
For someone who's gonna make my friends hell. My life's okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are
I saw this part, yeah.
Press F to ascend, okay.
Yep. That's the way it is. By the way, I went to the gas station today. There were two guys, both of them were non-white, that were hyping each other up about the fact that Trump won. They were right next to the counter, and they're like, yeah, bro, and then so we're gonna take away all the women's rights. He's like, what, really, bro? Yeah, dude, he said that.
And we begin our final sprint, having arrived at that point in the election season where basically we on this side of the TV screen have said all we can. We've laid out the stakes in this crucial election, where one side stands for freedom while the other meets the textbook definition of fascism, namely a far-right dictatorial.
Again, look at Benito Mussolini. There's plenty of examples of people that will immediately vote for a fascist option because it's better than the current option or what they think their current life is. It's amazing to me that this is even something that they don't understand.
A regime like Hitler's Germany or Franco's Spain or Mussolini's Italy, but also White ruled South Africa before Mandela and the black majority took control, or Vladimir Putin's Russia, Viktor Orban's Hungary, or Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela today, that suppresses the rights of women and minorities, uses the military to execute the whims of a strongman dictator, and controls and suppresses the press, education, the arts, rewrites history to suit a favored and dominant racial class, and foments extravagant corruption in order to enrich.
Has it ever occurred to you that maybe history has been rewritten for you to think that fascism lost, but in fact, in some cases, it ended up winning? But the people that were in charge wrote it as if they lost, and they gave it a favorable coverage? It's kind of like what Norm Macdonald said. Oh, wow, if I look at the history books, it seems like the good guys won every time. What are the odds?
It's the dictator and his friends.
Man.
If this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone else,
Why wouldn't they be happy?
everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like we're scared for our lives.
Well, here's the thing, right? Is that like, so if a guy had said this, if like Kamala Harris had won, and a guy had made a video saying the exact same things, everybody would be clowning on him and saying he's retarded. Like, this woman would probably be laughing at him and saying, "Cry about it, pussy." And I think that everybody knows this is true. And this is why the support has gone away.
For our friends, like, you have pro-life women dying because their doctors are scared to treat them.
Yep.
Because of the repercussions of his last presidency. How did we get here?
How did we?
People don't care that much about abortion. It's pretty simple. They care more about being able to afford food than have abortions.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, it's fucking obvious.
How did we get here? To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country. It's so terrifying. It's so terrifying. How could you do this? How can you claim to be a Christian or anyone of moral values and support someone when every word out of his mouth is hate, when he wants to pardon people who took over the Capitol? Do not do this to people that you love and care about. If you have a woman in your life, if you have an LGBTQ person in
They cannot stop talking about identity. That's the only thing that they can think of. They think about everything from that perspective. Like, it always goes back to identity. Every single time.
in your life, if you have anyone in your life who's not white, how did we get here? Someone tell me, please. Someone really tell me, please. Because the only way I see it is that, like, either he cheated and that was his secret, or this country is built on so much hate, and we might never get out of this. If you voted for him, you are dead to me. Go ahead and block me. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't.
That's good. I'm glad you don't.
Yeah. Today has been rough for a lot of people. Check on your Democrat friends, because a lot of them are not taking this well. And I don't just mean text them. Actually go to their wife's boyfriend's house and see how they're doing. Little compilation I found. All right, here we go. Let's see it.
I hate you, you fucking orange pumpkin. You just
Orange pumpkin. Okay.
My dad. Donald Trump, I hate you.
Well, I hate you, you orange pumpkin.
The best part is YMCA playing in the background.
Okay. We don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell.
Why would they care about your friends? You stupid ass. You fucking moron. Why would they care about your friends? You don't even care about them. It's just... Oh, God.
My life's okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are not gonna be okay.
Oh, you might remember Trump said he's going to put all of the minorities in jail. This is going to happen after he takes office. Yeah, they're all just going to jail. Forever. And also people that are gay. And women.
Hey, Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing! Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off! Fuck! 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 God damn it! I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing! Oh, Jesus!
Fucking Boogie.
I might wake up a motherfucker's play.
Did she just say what I think she said?
Motherfuckers play. I'm gonna go to sleep. I might wake up a motherfucker's play.
A what?
Man.
Y'all like, why are y'all Trump supporters? Like,
Wow.
Ah. Uh-oh.
Yeah. How is he killing you? You're gonna have to find out.
Go from hysterically crying 1 minute over the pain of this situation.
Yeah.
And then hysterically crying.
Having a complete. What do you guys think? Panic attack, meltdown, mental health episode?
No, that episode, I think.
We don't know what the bottom of this is, but we can pretty well guess, huh?
Minute, watching so many people come together and women from I go from hysterically crying.
And this is, I said this before, women, like abortion is, yes, it's a gender issue, but if you look at the divide, it's actually a political issue. I'm fairly certain that at least a large amount, if not a majority of conservative women are against abortion. So this whole idea that it's like men versus women, this is totally made up.
Over the... It's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright, I feel that way too. It's alright. We feel that way together, okay? Let it out. Let it out.
There you go.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, that is crazy.
Tears of joy.
Red Mirage Blue Shift. Mirage Blue Shift. Remember, Red Mirage Blue Shift.
Whenever she's saying this, I'm thinking of, like, you know, that picture of the crazy person in a straitjacket in like the corner of a padded room.
Mirage Blue Shift. Red Mirage Blue Shift. Red Mirage Blue Shift. Red Mirage Blue Shift.
It's all red.
All red.
Yep.
I am not going to emotionally recover from this year. What a shit show. Oh, you know what's going to send me over the edge, actually, is if I see one post where people...
Get off the internet. Stop hitting yourself. You need to get off the internet. Stop it. This is so bad for you. It's obvious that it's so bad. What are you doing?
Well, like, oh, make
All
sure
right, bros,
you
that's,
breathe and take care of yourself. No.
Jesus. I just, like... self-harm's not a joke? Well, she wasn't actually hitting herself, right? I mean, like, it's a phrase. Yeah, stop intentionally making your life worse by consuming content and media that upsets you and makes your life worse and makes you unhappy. Like, if you're constantly fixating and focusing... And by the way, I make self-harm jokes all the time. I just want to make sure you don't, like...
We'll finish up on this tomorrow, bros. Sunday.
You're in the wrong place if you're not expecting this kind of...
Yeah, we'll finish up on this tomorrow, dudes. We'll go play some zombies. I mean, feeling some zombies, bro. Feeling some zombies. Let's play a game or a couple, you know. See what we can do, you know. I'm feeling that at the end, you know, we're making progress. We really are. You know. Today. Whatever, you know. Anyway, it's like I said, we're gonna go play some zombies, and so please like and sub and all that good shit. And I hope you enjoyed all these Dems melting down, and God knows I have, you know. I mean, why not? Why not, brother? I mean, it's fucked up, dude. As if people would really act and carry on the way they have her, man. I mean, in all honesty, man, what is wrong with people? That is crazy, bro. I mean, really. That they would act and carry on